Jeffrey Katzenberg, the producer and executive behind famous animated, will disrupt the animation industry. While AI may significantly reduce costs by up to 90%, it also puts 90% of human animator jobs at risk. Sure, AI can bring efficiency, but we can't forget the value of human creativity and artistic expression in animated films. Let's hope that there's a way for AI and human animators to collaborate and create something even more amazing. Professor Peter Becker from George Mason University warns of a potential internet apocalypse caused by solar activity like solar flares. With our increasing reliance on the internet, the sun's most active period could spell disaster. We've seen the Carrington event in 1859 cause a blackout of the telegraph system, so history shows us the vulnerability of our communication systems. It's time for governments and industry leaders to collaborate and invest in protecting our communication infrastructure against solar threats. We have the exciting footage of NASA's DART mission's impact on the asteroid Dimorphos. This collision exceeded expectations, resulting in more than 2 million pounds of material being ejected from the asteroid and changing its orbit by a whopping 33 minutes. This mission is a significant milestone in the field of planetary defense and showcases the incredible power of space exploration.
Hey, Shalom, Akim. This is a Bayala here, the Surrogate of Yahawashi / Paradise. We give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, BAHASHAM, Kahakwadash, double honor to the apostles and elders, and Greatmillstone, to open the truth of the well, peace and salutations unto the shepherds that feed the sheep of the Heavenly Father Yahawah, which means he to be in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, or which means he is, or he to be in the only begotten Son, who the word ignorantly called Jesus Christ. The real name in the Hebrew is Yahawashi. Paleo Hebrew, that is, and it means he to deliver, or he delivers, who the word we call Jesus Christ. All right, he's coming back to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel. This is the 12 tribes, the so-called Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, Hispanic, Latinos, the Native Seminole Indians, Mexican Americans, and those who descend from those 12 that are scattered every nation under heaven, who have mixed complexions, mixed features, speak different tongues, or even might pass for another race or nation, but their spirit and bloodline goes back to those 12. To the seer brothers and sisters, Akim and Akwathium. To you, I say Shalom. This is a real quick video. Okay, going into what? Famine of the word, all right, is definitely upon us, and it's very, very soon, as we can see. Very soon, all right, as this year closes out. And this is Zechariah 13. Though this focuses on the false prophets, all right, but it also focuses on prophets in general, even the elect prophets, okay, and according to what the final time, these last days before Yahawashi returns, and the judgment that's going to go out, and one of those are the famines of the word, the closing of the mouths of the prophets. And this is Zechariah 13, and it says, "In that day there shall be a fountain open to the house of David, the truth." Right, and that fountain, you know, like I say, Yahawashi, all right, and it's truth, you know, spread across the four corners of the earth using what? The unicorn, the scriptures talk about via the internet. So it can be spread across four corners of the earth to the rest of the Lord's elect, all right, and a warning to the other nations, all right, and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem for sin and for uncleanness. Okay, like I said, this is mostly concerning the false prophets, but there's a point I'm trying to get at, and it says, "It shall come to pass that in that day, saith the Lord of hosts, that I will cut off the names of the idols out of the land, and they shall no more be remembered." Okay, and that's getting ready to happen full-fledged. All right, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, right? And it says, "And also I will cause the prophets," this is the point, "and the unclean spirit to pass out of the land." Now that's talking about the false prophets, right? You know, Esau through you know, the three unclean spirits, you know, like frogs. When you go into Revelations, they're talking about the Roman Catholic you know, religion, all right, or that ruler powerhouse of the world, right? And but that's the point. He will cause the prophets, all right, to pass out of the land, all right. In other words, the closing of their mouths. And for the false prophets, it's going to be unto judgment, okay. It says, "And it shall come to pass that when any shall yet prophesy, then his father and his mother that begat him shall say unto him, Thou shalt not live, for thou speakest lies in the name of the Lord. And his father and his mother that begat him shall thrust him through when he prophesied." Now, the scriptures also say in Matthew 24, in the last day, right, that it's going to be enemies will be they of his own household. So it's going to be on the right side of things. 'Cause if they're not part of that elect, all right, to come against this truth, us, our own family members, and also, just people in general in their congregations, these false prophets, okay, they're going to be attacked not only by their father and mother, but their congregations, okay. And it says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the prophet shall be ashamed every one of his vision when he have prophesied, neither shall they wear a rough garment to deceive. All right, but he shall say, I am no prophet, I am an husbandman, for man taught me to keep the cattle from my youth. That's what's going to happen. Okay, but according to the right hand side, when the Lord causes that famine of the word, it will cause what? The prophets to cease or pass out of the land. Okay, all right. So that's the point I want to make on that. Every form of truth is getting ready to be wiped off, this World Wide Web. Okay. Like as you can see here, it says Biden issues sweeping executive order presenting opportunity and risk for AI. As it says, President JB issued an executive order on October 30th designed to protect against the risk of artificial intelligence. So that's going to play a major role while encouraging the global growth, keywords, and expansion, another keyword of AI development and use. Okay, it's a famine of the word. It's definitely upon us, man, especially next year. Forget about it. All right, they're already setting up something, warnings for this year about a solar storm getting ready to wipe out the internet. All right, some sort of global blackout or some sort of black swan event. Okay, that's being uploaded all over the place, and they said it was a warning by NASA, for some solar storm, which I got the videos to show you. But I'll just get to the point here. I'm gonna read this because something else. Hold on, Salaki. All right, I'm gonna read this here real quick. Show you what it's about. It says an AI cybersecurity program will be established to reward private development of AI tools and to find and repair vulnerabilities. This is what and repair vulnerabilities in critical software. It says direction to entities within the executive office of the president, including the National Security Council and Chief of Staff, to develop standards for the use of AI by the U.S. military and intelligence community to ensure that AI is used safely, ethically, and effectively by those entities. The point is coming up. It says grant priority resources to programs that accelerate the development and use of privacy-preserving techniques. Okay, research and technology evaluate how government agencies collect and use commercially available information and set guidelines for federal agencies to evaluate the effectiveness of these techniques. Now, here's the point here. It says grant certain civil rights protections, including guidance to landlords, federal benefits programs, and federal contractors on the use of AI algorithms to prevent their use for discriminatory purposes. All right? Anything against what they're trying to establish, okay? It says require the U.S. Department of Justice to work on best practices for the investigation and prosecution of algorithmic civil rights violations and work to ensure fairness in the criminal justice system as AI is used for sentencing. All right, movies like Minority Report, amongst other movies. Okay. Let me see what's going on right now with the anti-sim. Everybody against this war. I'm gonna keep bringing it up. All right, because that's the Valley of Jehoshaphat, the Valley of Decision. Okay, where all those nations will be gathered into this third world war, where the Lord is complete with all nations. All right, and it says It says, in the criminal justice system, as AI is used for sentencing, forensic, and investigative tools. These protections can be mandated for the federal, but not the state criminal justice systems, and their adoption by the states is constrained by constitutional policy and resource considerations. But you have to remember, within this transition into this new world, this new global order, all that's wiped out. Separation is, which it really never really was. The separation between civil and state, that's all garbage. It's all BS. The Constitution has been torn to pieces and thrown out the window. Okay, the FCC, which I have a clip here, has been overtaken, I think, by the UN. All right. Let me see if I got that. Hey, Salaki, I had to snapshot it. Right, because I'm on the plantation. So it says the FCC, this AP News, FCC adopts rules to eliminate, that's what the word should be there, digital discrimination for communities with poor internet access. Okay, that's the excuse they're going to use. All right. It says the Federal Communication Commission has enacted new rules intended to eliminate discrimination in access to internet services, a move which regulators are calling the first major U.S. digital civil rights policy. It says the rules package, which the commission ratified on Wednesday, all right, would empower the agency to review and investigate instances of discrimination by broadband providers to different communities based on income, race, ethnicity, and other protected classes. Now, that makes sense too, because what's going on right now is that they're losing the narrative, man. They lost control of the narrative. All right, and what's going on, like I said, in the Middle East right now. So of course, because the Lord is making Esau bear through Amalek, okay, the so-called JOOs. Okay, so like I said, the famine of the word is definitely upon us right now. So any form of truth, you best believe by next year it's gonna be a clean slate. All right, they're gonna wipe all of it off. Right now, they already got an algorithm right now to where videos you used to watch, concerning anything like that, some form of truth, is hard to find. Okay, you type in the word, you have to be very exact. Okay, even on their YouTube algorithm. All right, so very soon, we're talking about days. It's already been approved. They're gonna wipe this whole truth off the net. Okay, and that's when the famine of the word is gonna come. It's gonna hit. Right, and all hell is gonna break loose. Everybody gonna want to fight, gonna want answers, man. They're not gonna be able to receive it. All right, the Lord's gonna close the mouth of his prophets. Okay, who's been uploaded daily, mainly through Greatmillstone, brothers like myself on down. Okay, you're not gonna be able to find its truth. Okay, so prophecy, as our elders like to say, is popping like popcorn. Okay, so I can't be too animated. Like I said, I'm on the plantation, so I just wanted to get to the point, and then I'm gonna share the two videos, right, about this. They setting up a situation, which NASA warned that there's gonna be some sort of solar event that supposedly gonna knock out satellites, knock out the internet, some internet blackout, all right? So, like I said, I hope this video is edifying, and I'm gonna get to the videos, all right?
Did you know that NASA has launched spacecraft on a mission to avert a potential internet apocalypse? This critical endeavor aims to protect us from a scenario where people could lose internet access for months or even years. Scientists have raised concerns about an upcoming solar storm that could strike within the next decade. This event could disrupt our communication networks and render satellites and power lines useless. To prevent such a catastrophe, NASA is at the forefront, working tirelessly to gather crucial data and understand these solar storms.